Okay. What is your stance on nuclear power?
I say this on the website. I'm not, at my current level of understanding, I'm not inflexibly opposed to nuclear power. I don't think the waste issue is as big a deal as it's made out to be, just because I see us at some point transitioning to fusion, and then when we do, we'll have some stockpile of radioactive waste, and we may have already generated the bulk of what we're ever going to have. The bigger concern, I think, is nuclear proliferation, and that's going to have to be dealt with one way or the other. I'm not necessarily a big fan of nuclear power because it doesn't lend itself to distributed energy production, and I think we'd be better off going that general direction. But if people want to invest in nuclear power and they think they can make money at it, as a legislator, if they can do it efficiently and responsibly and in an environmentally acceptable fashion, then it's not really my function as a legislator to say you can't do that just because I don't have a...
Except that nuclear power has never functioned just in a free market. It has enormous subsidies and cannot function.
All right.
Okay. It cannot function.
Without enormous... Yes, it needs to be done in a free market sort of way. We shouldn't have alleged commercial enterprises that are dependent on government subsidy. That's not a true free market. That's crony capitalism.
But it's hard to imagine something just being dependent on the free market without the government involvement when this is the process that creates the products needed to make nuclear weapons. Like if the Iranians said, we're not making weapons, we're just letting our Iranian free market make these power plants, I don't think the IAEA would just say, oh yeah, that's great, just let your free market.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about, the nuclear proliferation issue, because it's a very short step from commercial production of nuclear power to the military production of nuclear weapons. It's the same technological base. It's the same. You produce plutonium in nuclear reactors. You use the same people, the same equations and everything. So it's a very thin transition, which is why there's such resistance to the Iranians using nuclear power for electricity generation, because there's effectively no real difference between that and a de facto weapons program.